So why should I care about the health of my microbiome? On a daily basis, your gut microbiome is something you have lots of influence over and has lots of influence over you. It's undisputable in scientific literature that there's a perfect correlation between the diversity of the gut microbiome and overall mental health. Altered composition of gut microbiota is strongly associated with depression, anxiety, and overall lower quality of life. But the big question is, how much does gut health play into neurodiversity? Welcome back to The Healthy Neurodivergent, Episode 2. I'm Nathan, and in today's episode we will cover probably the most groundbreaking new topic in the fields of mental and physical health, the gut microbiome. Last episode's topic, neuroinflammation, plays an important role in this topic, so I recommend watching it back if you haven't already. So what is the gut microbiome? Well, the gut, or the GI tract, refers to all the organs that break down, absorb, and release food. The gut microbiome is the community of bacteria that lives in the gut, particularly your stomach and large intestine, which has the highest concentrations of bacteria. It's important to note that microbes exist everywhere, on your skin, on your table, and all throughout your body, pretty much everywhere you look. To any germaphobes watching, sorry if I just ruined your day, but microbes do play a crucial and often invisible role in decomposition, nutrient cycling, plant growth, and just about a million other things. They have their own fascinating world, and in your gut, they do the following. They break down the food you eat, they create energy for your digestive system, they facilitate absorption of nutrients, they create immune cells, they produce the vast majority of your body's hormones, and they produce beneficial vitamins like K, biotin, and folate. And when I say this, I don't mean that they just help with this. They are the backbone of all the processes I just mentioned. Now, how this happens, that gets into some really deep science. And it's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down, but I don't want this video taking 2 hours long. A healthy gut microbiome is one that is both diverse and balanced in the different species that inhabit it. Different species of microbes play different roles in their community. Think of it like a city of people, where everyone has their own strengths and are working jobs that keep society moving. So why should I care about the health of my microbiome? Your diet is constantly shaping the health of your gut microbiome. In fact, that's where most of your gut bacteria comes from. So on a daily basis, your gut microbiome is something you have lots of influence over and has lots of influence over you. It's undisputable in scientific literature that there's a perfect correlation between the diversity of the gut microbiome and overall mental health. Altered composition of gut microbiota is strongly associated with depression, anxiety, and overall lower quality of life. When it comes to cognitive function and happiness, this is mostly due to the gut's effects on your body's hormone levels. 95% of your body's serotonin, the hormone that regulates your mood and sleep, is created by the gut bacteria. More than half of your body's dopamine, the hormone for reward and motivation, is created by your gut bacteria. 83% of your body's testosterone is produced in the gut microbiome. Most of your body's GABA, the hormone associated with relaxation and calm, is also created by the gut. But the big question is, how much does gut health play into neurodiversity? Studies of both kids and adults show that ADHD, autism, and other neurodevelopmental disorders are strongly correlated with less diverse microbiomes. Now, does that mean that gut bacteria is the sole cause of autism and ADHD? I know that many people in the scientific and neurodivergent community highlight the genetic connections to neurodevelopmental disorders, and research into the microbiota doesn't disagree. Gut bacteria is also inherited, and some people are genetically predisposed to being born with less diverse microbiota. This doesn't mean, however, that you are screwed, as the gut microbiome is dynamic and ever-changing throughout our lives. What seems to be really predictive of the onset of neurodevelopmental disorders is gut bacteria formation in the prenatal stage and infancy. Many studies have shown that genetics, mode of delivery, early diet, antibiotic usage during these stages significantly affect the microbiome and the onset of neurodevelopmental disorders. And now you might be thinking, Nathan, what about episode 1 where you talk all about neuroinflammation being so important? Well, this episode's topic is extremely connected. The gut is often called the second brain, containing by far the second biggest neural network in the body after the brain. Communication between the gut and the brain is bidirectional, but did you know that 80 to 90% of the communication is going from the gut to the brain? So best believe that when things aren't going right down here, that'll disturb what's going on up here. Remember that inflammation is simply an immune system response, and the gut microbiome actually has a lot of control over the immune system. Imbalances in the gut microbiome can lead to an overreactive immune response and chronic inflammation. So what is it that causes microbiota imbalance, leading to all these negative effects? There are a few culprits, and the biggest are diet, medications, and environmental toxins. Going back to our example of comparing the gut microbiome to a city, eating unhealthy food is like not paying the bus drivers, so they decided to go on strike, or increasing wealth inequality, which just incentivizes crime. Every bacteria species plays a role, and the more diverse and balanced its population, the better the outcomes. So now let me list the foods that the microbiome doesn't vibe with. Emulsifiers like guar gum or soy lectin, additives like maltodextrin or monosodium glutamate, preservatives like sodium benzoate or ascorbic acid, artificial sweeteners like cane sugar, sucralose, or aspartame, processed oils like canola, sunflower, or safflower oil. The list of no-nos stretches far beyond this, but I'll keep it simple. If you want your gut microbes to be happy, you need to eat real food. If something foreign or unfamiliar enters your gut, your body is coded to treat it like a threat to your survival. So an inflamed gut and an unsettled mind are the natural byproducts. Eat food that nature knows how to decompose. Eat food that has only natural ingredients. Most lab-produced ingredients are not conducive to anything but the profits of the food companies. I know many of you find comfort in your favorite gas station snacks or fast food, but ultimately everything you eat affects your gut microbiome. It's always keeping score. In my own personal experience, I've seen a complete 180 in my mental health and negative neurodiverse symptoms after switching to a non-inflammatory diet. And you might ask, okay, so aside from this eating real food concept, what are some specific things I can do to improve gut health? The simple answer is probiotics, prebiotics, and fasting. Probiotics are foods rich in beneficial bacteria for the gut, like sauerkraut, kombucha, kefir, yogurt, raw cheese, just to name a few. Prebiotics are the food for the beneficial gut bacteria, like fiber and starches. These can be found in most fruits and veggies. It's a good practice to just try to get both of these into your diet every day. At least that's what I do to great benefit. And finally, fasting. Fasting has all sorts of magical effects on the body, including an increase in beneficial gut bacteria, a decrease in counterproductive species. Fasting also helps clear out inflammation in the gut and the rest of the body through a self-cleaning process called autophagy. So I highly recommend it to anyone. You can try intermittent fasting or extended fasting. The science is still emerging, but so far there is strong evidence to suggest that anti-inflammatory diets provide a significant benefit for people with mental disorders, including autism and ADHD. I know we tend to be picky eaters with sensory issues and rigidity, but ultimately that doesn't mean that you can't eat healthy. Remember that many ultra-processed foods these days are designed to be addictive, so make it a slow transition and take this seriously. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Taking care of your health is a requirement for neurodivergent individuals. Just because others get away with unhealthy lifestyles doesn't mean that you will. Our brains and bodies require extra care, and so it's vital to provide for yourself. And that's it for today's episode. In the comments below, I'd love to hear about your experiences with gut health and different diets. If you found this information at all helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content on thriving as a neurodivergent adult. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who you think might benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you truly got something out of it. If you're ready to improve your mental health but feel overwhelmed and want specific guidance on getting started, you can book a complimentary 45-minute breakthrough session with me in the Calendly link below. All the best, and see you there.